back at it again here in southern Iowa. I got Jeff Everly running the camera this morning. As most of you probably already know, Chris was able to capitalize on our number one hitless buck, Full House, 2 days ago. We recovered him yesterday morning, spent most of the day taking pictures and just enjoying the moment. We now have 8 more days. Chris is going to be behind the camera probably towards the end of the week for me and Jeff. And today we're going after a buck that we call Jackhammer. I know Chris talked about him when he kind of gave a rundown of our hitless bucks. I'd say he's probably our number 2 hitless buck right now. Just a few days ago, we got some daytime photos of him in a stand that we call the Jackhammer stand because it was the same stand that Brent Larson wounded him last year. So I think we're going to spend a lot of this week going after him, and stick around, it should be exciting. Well, we just had a real nice buck come through. Looked like he was maybe pushing that 150 mark. It was kind of deceiving. Passed by about 65, 70 yards. Not sure exactly where he went, whether he got south of us into the CRP. I was going to try and maybe do some rattling, but I don't really want to rattle when he gets downwind of me. I've learned that lesson the hard way in the past. Calling and rattling at bucks that are downwind usually doesn't work out too well for you, so that's a pretty good sign. It's really windy out today. It's kind of warm, but it looks like the bucks are still on their feet moving. Like I said earlier, we're really going after a buck we call Jackhammer. We got pictures right in front of this stand just a few days ago during daylight hours, and we know this is his home. So hopefully he'll come by. But I'm not going to be passing up any shooters like that, so sit tight. Set up so we can catch some of these deer coming out of that bedding area and taking the funnel across the creek that are just east of us. So let's get after it.
the 7th. We're back in here after a buck we call Jackhammer. He's one of our top bucks. We think he's really, really killable right now. We're starting to get some photos of him in Hardhorn, getting closer to daylight hours. The weather's absolutely perfect today, probably the best day we've had so far this season. The rut's just now starting to kick in. We still have quite a few days left on. We're going to be putting all our time and effort into this buck. He's definitely one for the ages, so stick with us. Well, we haven't seen anything yet this morning. We heard a couple deer blowing down the draw here. Couldn't figure out why. Well, about a few minutes later, we figured it out pretty quick. I crawl down, kind of get him out of the way, and get back to deer hunt. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that just happened. Wow. Well, as you know, we just had a coyote come in. And I shot that, and me and Chris have been just sitting here laughing, telling jokes back and forth. It's been a slow morning, and this 10-pointer, I'm pretty sure that's the buck we saw yesterday, about 55 yards. I wasn't sure if he was a shooter or not, but once he got closer, he's definitely a good buck. He's real heavy. He's got good brow tines. We'll have to check the trail cameras to see if we got some photos of him, but boy, that happened so fast I didn't even have time to think. He ended up right below our tree stand here. I think I made a pretty good shot on him. He's quartering away. Shot went in maybe a little high, but that's not bad for the angle. That's awesome, man. Big put down, hopefully. So we'll probably give him a little bit of time. I think we heard him crash. He was hit pretty hard. So I'm kind of lost for words right now. I didn't expect that to happen. It wasn't necessarily the buck we were going for, but buck like that you just can't pass up. You know, we've been working our butts off all summer long, so it feels really good to get rewarded for it, and to not even have a chance to get nervous about it. I almost didn't find my release. I couldn't figure out which pocket I'd put it in. I had to knock another arrow. Boy, there's something to be said for hanging a new stand and hunting at one time, because we've done it twice now. Chris obviously killed Full House out of a new set. Me and Jeff Everly hung this set yesterday, and first morning, big buck on the ground, baby. November 7th in Iowa. You just can't beat it. Well, here he is, the end of our 2011 season, for me anyway. I think we've hunted 4 times, and of those 4 we've had bucks in, shooter bucks in 3 times, and obviously Chris killed Full House the other night, and this morning I killed this guy. Don't necessarily have a name for him at this point. He's a buck that we're not sure if we have pictures of in the past, but judging by his body and the rack characteristics, we think he's 4.5. He's a big, solid 9-pointer. He's got good brows, good mass. Couldn't really be any more thrilled, you know, to take my 3rd buck on video, and this is my 6th straight buck in the last 6 years. So I couldn't be any more pleased, and still have about a week of vacation left to enjoy and get out and do some filming for some other people that still have tags in their pocket. So we're gonna get him out of here, get some really good photos taken, and probably do a little celebrating tonight.